Welcome back to SimCity 5, the most beautiful, disgusting city builder ever made. Here we are, and we are about to... I don't know what we're going to do in this episode. I know that last time we managed to blow up all of our power plants over here, the wind power plants, and we got a nuclear power plant over here going strong. Look at those airplanes, so cool. We don't have a lot of money. Speed up the game. Seems like we're always short on cash. I wanted to build a mega tower over here, and we just can't quite seem to get enough money to build a mega tower, so let's just go ahead and see if we can do something about that. Maybe we can improve the quality of life for our people here in East Helena, and East Helena can be the first town to build a mega tower. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? If we can build a mega tower in each one of our 4 cities, then we should be well on our way to being able to build one of these great works over here. And I think we're going to build a space launch center over here. That seems like a good idea. In any case, well, let's pop downtown for a minute and see what's going on there. Because my last episode was spent in East Helena, so I kind of feel like I'd like to try out another tile and see what's going on the other side of town, if you can call it that. The other side of town being separated by that weird open space of nothing. Like, if they were going to do this, couldn't they at least put something weird out there that would just fill in the space and make it look kind of normal? Like maybe some farms or something, but no. It's just wide open space. So you can look out there and see 4 cubey squares that make 0 sense. Like if you're going to do 4 stupid looking squares like that, why even have a freeway connecting them? Why even have any graphics at all separating them? Why have any sense of a map at all? Why not just... I don't know. Alright, I'll let it go again. It really is hard. It's hard to play the game without going down the rabbit hole of starting to get a bit critiquey about it, just because even a decade down the road, SimCity 5 continues to be a bit of a sore spot. Probably for all of us. Anyone who is into city builder games and saw what they did to it. But vile Electronic Arts. I would say Maxis and Sierra Online were my 2 favorite video game companies that I admired and always will have a warm place for in my heart. But Electronic Arts, that was one of the first times when I encountered a company that I really detested just because of what it did to the games that it got involved with. It was that evil corporate-y company that just stole the soul out of wonderful creations that had preceded it. In any case, it did make a beautiful game, and you just can't argue with that. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to see these cars zipping around? Just a wonderful thing to see the city coming alive. There's something wonderful about being a person just standing on the street corner waiting for the light to turn in a city. You got your coffee, you're just hanging around downtown. It is a nice thing indeed. But what isn't nice is when you're running out of money, as we seem to be. Just $500 an hour profit. We're not doing all that well. Sewage is a yellow button. 170 point deficit. We don't have enough sewage processing over in East Helena, apparently. That's a bummer. So what are we going to do about it? That is the question indeed. Are we going to go back to East Helena and build more sewage processing capacity? Perhaps. See, we have a sewage processing plant here. The only problem is we need a control net facility. So I believe if we build this control net facility here, because we have an academy in another city, then we'll have that control net which will allow the sewage sanitizer to work, and that should help our town quite a bit. When we get around to building our mega tower here, I was thinking we'd put it out here by the water. Now, East Helena, definitely, I want that to be the high-tech, highly educated sort of a place. Here, though, this downtown area, I think it can be a bit more blue-collar. So when I build a mega tower here, I think we're going to go for just the regular mega tower, not the elite one, just the regular one here. Because this is a downtown area, it can be a little bit gritty. That's all right, especially seeing as we have the gambling district here. I wonder what we can do to improve our gambling revenue, because we have a lot of gambling buildings we haven't unlocked. So maybe we could build another casino. I don't know. I really truly don't know if building another casino would be something helpful to us or not. But that'd be $15,000. I probably shouldn't, though, should I? I should build the sewage sanitizer. Control net facility, so I can run the sewage sanitizer. That's what I need to do. Stay focused here. We don't have quite enough money, but should very soon. Don't know what kind of a mayor I would be if I was going to go out there and build another casino when I can't even pump the sewage out of town. Like, people's toilets are backing up, but we're going to open up a new casino. That'd be disappointing, to say the least, if I was a citizen. So in an effort to be cool, I did rebrand the channel today as the Raccoon Republic. So from now on, this is not the Geneva Republic, this is the Raccoon Republic. And ultimately that's because I like raccoons. And Raccoon Republic has a nice ring to it. It's intriguing, and it's kind of cute, and it's clingy, like a raccoon. So from now on, this channel is dedicated to the Raccoon Army, which is always standing on guard, serving the interests of the illustrious Raccoon Republic. And this city is part of the Raccoon Republic, hereby. All of the things we build and explore and experience on this channel are, from here on out, done for the service and the glory of the illustrious Raccoon Republic. So, all hail the Raccoon Army and the Raccoon Republic. You might think it's weird, but you won't forget it. So, if you were wondering, the Raccoon Republic is inspired by the California Republic. The flag of the state of California had a bear on it. I thought, well, what if we took the bear off of there, put a raccoon on there, and kind of made a little flag out of that. And so I spent some time doing that. I thought, yeah, I like that. That's going to be the new background for the channel. In any case, enough of that. ControlNet has successfully hired some people. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make the sewage plant come online. I guess we'll see. But we're running a deficit now. Look at that. Isn't that terrible? Not enough freight shipments. Downtown's becoming abandoned. What are we going to do? We're going to run out of money. It's going to pause the game again. It's going to make us turn off more buildings like it always does. Well, I don't like that. That's terrible. I just wanted to make a little bit of progress, and now my city's falling into disrepair and chaos again. It's terrible. What are we going to do? We only have $1,200 left. Are we going to turn into profit before the game pauses and makes me turn off buildings? I don't know. Things are getting better again. But are they getting better fast enough? I don't think that they are. Well, you know what that means. It means it's time to raise taxes. The worse things get, the more expensive it's going to be to live here. And if people don't like it, well, tough, right? I still don't see my sewage plant coming online at all. See, I don't know if the ControlNet facility requires an academy to be in the city with it. Like if it's just an amplifier or an extension of an academy, or if it actually produces its own ControlNet. Anybody's guess. I mean, it's all kind of ridiculous. Guess. It is kind of cool. It's kind of weird, though. Well, we got a lot of new construction, though. As usual, I'm sure that they'll build, and then they'll immediately become abandoned. Because reasons. Sewage deficit, I think that's what's doing it. Yeah, they don't like the sewage deficit very much at all. Well, alright. I guess we're gonna... No, we can't. We can't build a sewage plant here. Well. Alright. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to leave downtown. Downtown is overflowing with sewage. It's in trouble. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the airport district, and we're going to start building sewage processing plants over there. And hopefully that will help us out a bit. Wait, oh, this wasn't the right one. I didn't want to go there. I want to go to this one over here. Now, this town ain't doing very well. This is the one we made the most recently, the Helena Airport area. It's home, as the name suggests, to an airport and a lot of abandoned buildings. It's really a dive of a neighborhood. Things aren't very nice at all here. In any case, we don't really care, because this is going to be our industrial center for the build. So it's home to the Omega Co., which is a sort of a, I guess it's a scummy corporation of some sort that does amazing things and probably doesn't do them in a very ethical way. That would be kind of what I would gather. In any case, we don't have a lot of residential here. We have some. I would think that people would travel from outside the area to work here, but maybe not. So if that's how it's going to be, then I guess we'll just we'll make this a bit of a little residential neighborhood here, and that'll help with urban renewal, because people can live here in the trailer park, and then they can go to work in the dirty factories which surround them. Sometimes you have to have a little bit less respect for people just so that you can get things done, you know? Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. Like in real life, I would say you should not compromise your values. Be kind to people, because what goes around comes around, and if you spend your life making people's life hell so that you can get a little bit more money, one day that catches up to you. So I would not recommend doing that. Just my 2 cents there. In any case, we're just trying to do what needs to be done here, so no need to get too deep into the philosophy. Other than, I would tell you, if you want to see something like this in real life, just look at Realtor.com for the city of Detroit. It's pretty interesting how many terrible places there are for sale out there. Really a messed up area. Probably partly, perhaps entirely due to poor policies in city planning. But maybe with a little bit of good management, Helena Airport can be the key to our region's success. If we can make enough money to build some sewage processing capacity. We have a water shortage. Well, alright. See, do we have a place where we can build a water tower that's not going to have ground pollution? Maybe there. I think when all said and done, this is going to be a really nice town here. We just have to get the right balance of services. And of course a mega tower. If we can ever afford it. Which is really a question I don't have an answer for at the moment. But there is nice music in the game, I will say that. We're making pretty good money. Let's get rid of this industrial area here and turn it into a commercial area. I might get a few high-rises, that'd be cool. Now, we should be able to build a sewage treatment plant. We'll put it right there. Right, we don't have enough cash. We need 64,000. I didn't realize it was that expensive. That is kind of expensive. We have a lot of new construction happening over there. Very nice. That's screenshot worthy right there. $27,000. Is that enough to? Nope. $40,000 to build another sewage treatment tank. One ain't gonna be enough. I don't think. Still hiring. Difficulty hiring people for this, I guess. Okay, there we go. There's our second sewage processing pond. If we can get it to open up. Of course, we have a labor shortage, so. I guess what we'll do is demolish some more industry here by the plant. Little road there that's in my way. Almost got it. Very difficult to highlight it. There we go. Okay, now our sewage processing plant is open for business. That's good. We're gonna have to invest in a good fire department here. Alright, now we have a 141 kilowatt gallon hour excess of sewage treatment capacity. So, if we head back over to downtown, hopefully, we will be able to solve our sewage problem. And yes, indeed, looks like our sewage problem is resolved now, thankfully. Shipping it out to a neighboring city, we don't have that problem anymore. Control net's still not working here, so I'm assuming that means that what we need is another academy for $25,000. So that's what we're going to wait for. And we'll go ahead and build the academy down here as well. Looks like this is another episode of trying to get our city to run correctly and not being able to make any great strides toward further advancement yet, because just staying afloat has proved to be a bit challenging. And we can't build the academy yet because we don't have 5 high wealth residential buildings, so there's that. Forgot about that requirement, so I guess downtown is just going to have to wait. But if you can't be rich and educated, then maybe the next best thing is a casino. So let's go build another casino. And we do have space here, so we'll put it right there. Maybe it'll help us make some extra money. Since the control net facility is not helping us anyway right now, we'll turn it off. See, oh. Well, hold up. Maybe I just had it turned off. You know, I think that's what it is. I think I might have just had that building turned off. So we'll see. We will see. I really feel like if Cities Skylines could have just incorporated the graphical style of SimCity 5, or if SimCity 5 could have implemented the game mechanics of Cities Skylines. If you could have somehow combined the two, that would have been an epic game for the ages. Because the cosmetic look of SimCity 5 is really nice. And the gameplay fundamentals of City Skylines are good. And I really think where Skylines is weak is how the buildings look. Not that they're all bad, like you can have fun, but it just managed to fall short of how SimCity looked. Though in the end, being able to build big sprawling cities is preferable over what SimCity 5 did to the building game genre. What was especially bad about it was that at that time, there weren't any alternatives, really. So if you wanted to play a city builder game, you would have gotten SimCity 5. You would have been disappointed in it, and then the only thing you could have done, really, is go back to playing SimCity 4. And that was like a slap in the face, that you'd have to stop playing a new sequel so you could play the old game just because there is so much that was broken about SimCity 5 at that time. In any case, I'm kind of thinking about doing basically nothing. So, sewage sanitizer, still offline, control net still not. Okay, so we're going to just shut it down. Because neither of those buildings are helping us. And then what we're going to have to do here is just build a normal sewage treatment plant. So I think what we're going to do then is just continue to run this city tile, because everything's kind of balanced out. It's okay. And we're able to make, $3,000 an hour or so. So what we're going to do is just kind of maintain this tile, continue to run it, get money saved up, and then build a entry-level mega tower here. And then hopefully that will be enough to kind of push downtown into the next level of city development. But not necessarily as much progress as I would have hoped, but we did do a little bit of renovation over in the airport district, and we did improve downtown just a little bit, built our second casino, and yeah, I guess we'll give it a little bit more time. We're about 36 minutes into the video. Probably give it another 10 minutes or so. I like to play around 45 minutes usually. I think is just a nice sweet spot for a gaming session. You sit down and it's long enough to kind of get into it and have some fun, but then it's not so long that you start to feel like you're getting bored of it. So there's that. Wonder what else we can do. The sewage is never enough processing power, is there? Sewage plant's already running at capacity and we have a shortage. So that's the problem. Like, it just always seems like no matter how much you try, you wind up in a situation where you're running out of money just a bit. Which maybe you could say creates a sense of realism to a point, but it can also be a bit demoralizing if you are always trying to kind of catch up and you're never able to just get ahead. And that's kind of how life is structured, just a lot, where everything is balanced in life in a way that makes it so most people are able to stay in the game, but they can never get ahead. They can never beat the game enough to actually have a surplus. And it's like it's designed that way to where there's all these money sinks that exist and trap people in that cycle. And if you can break out of it and be aware of that, then you can wind up doing a lot better individually. But what do you really need? That's the question. Are you maximizing your potential? And that's hard. It's hard to get there. But once you are there, it's also much easier than you might imagine to maintain. The only thing is just that growth is not necessarily a positive if growth means that you're going to struggle to make do with the resources that were sufficient before. Downtown's really contracted a lot since last video, though, because we were at 200,000 population, and the sewage crisis really took a toll on the town, since we're now all the way back to 126. And we're already starting to run out of sewage processing capacity again. So we're going to have to keep on putting more money into expanding this sewage treatment plant. possibly what we need to do is convert a little bit of our commercial area to residential, just because it seems like we're having a lot of abandonment there. That little road can go away too. Well, looks like that's where we're going to have to leave it for today. Perhaps next time we can come a bit closer to building the mega towers that we keep on talking about building. Seems to be a bit of a slow grind lately. But that's alright. That's part of the story of this SimCity build. It's been a pretty fun time. Till next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.